Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go, team. All day, defense, all day, all day. Go. Friday.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go. Set. Not a wolf. 54. Line 54.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Jarek McCallum, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
12. No pass. 54. Bring it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, alert. 12.
Now Wilson, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The handoff right side, it's Washington. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking to throw. Costello. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Yeah, because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, certainly it appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Check, 59. Not today, you are. Not today. Got it. 59.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again here. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This will be taken at the 10. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's your baby shot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
61, match, get it.
On 1st and 10, Costello. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. A very solid gain of 27. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Here's McKinnon on the draw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the boot.
2nd and 2. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
30 base. 1st and 10. Hey, Sam up. And ready?
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight end left. We got 4. We got 4. Look at me. Zipper. Hustle, hustle.
From the gun, Costello. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Costello steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen?
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now McKinnon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Back to throw. Costello. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, McKinnon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 3. Pilot, 64, weak, 5.
Off the play fake. Costello. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down.
Check. 3 bucks. Check. 41 Mike. 48 41 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Wilson to throw again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. To throw again is Wilson. Completes it to Davis. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Go, 14. 59.
Wilson will throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Alert.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, go. Check 37.
Now Wilson throwing again. It's caught. Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Costello. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson now. Going to throw again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 50 yards.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Carson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Got it.
Check 3.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. Costello. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Single.
Looking to throw. Costello. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Lamb. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They go play action here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They go draw play to McKinnon. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Operating from the gun. Costello throwing right, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Rock it.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Sponge.
Greystone travel.
Check. Fresno.
Get it.
Off play action. Costello. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run once more with McKinnon. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First down,
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Switch it.
brings up
Quick
second
quick.
and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson forced out to his left, and it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Again, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He may try and run for this. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
This time Wilson will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Seahawks 18. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the eye. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, hey, watch the shit.
Yo, go. Be grip.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jerick McKinnon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. McKinnon. And he got in on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Wilson on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Brian Burns getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Wilson. Benjamin's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. John Ursua there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for two. Now Wilson. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful onside kick try.
Let go.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey.
On first down, Costello. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Leo. Yo, Jackrabbit. Shoot.
On first and 10, Costello. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw again, Costello. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, baby.
Today's final score, Panthers 44, Seahawks 26.